Hey everyone, how are you all doing? So today's workout was roughly about 3 hours long. It was really brutal and it had a very big focus on the lower body and my back muscles. So we have a lot to review and we have a lot to discuss in regards to what I would change for next time in the near future and the distant future. Before we go on with the main workout, let's start off with what I did for the warm-up. So because this was a pretty heavy lower body focused workout, I focused primarily on activating my lower body for the first portion of the warm-ups. So I mostly did thread the needle, so T-spine movements, thread the needle, cat camel, stuff like that to basically mobilize my spine a little bit. And then I went to glute bridges and kettlebell swings to activate my glutes and to warm up my hips enough to basically be able to do the Romanian deadlift and the squats. So moving on to the deadlifts, I built up to 3 sets of 245 pounds for 7 reps each set. And my limiting factor was actually my grip strength, which is weird because I actually train my grip strength a lot more than my lower back. So, kind of weird. I probably just have to do more deadlifts and, be more specific with my grip training. Because although I can use the crushers very well, my support strength to actually hold the deadlift, to hold the barbell, probably isn't the best. So I probably had to focus a little bit more on that. So that's what I did actually. After I finished doing the deadlifts, I did rack pulls and I focused on doing holds with 225 pounds with both the double overhand and also the hook grip. Whenever I do deadlifts, I always do double overhand, but I feel like I'm kind of reaching a limit with that. So I'm going to be focusing on trying to build up my hook grip now and see where that goes. After finishing up with the rack pulls and the Romanian deadlifts, I went into back squats. And I pushed the intensity just as high as that with the Romanian deadlifts and the rack pulls. The reason being is because I honestly won't have a lot of time this week to actually do weight training. I'll probably be doing mostly body weight training, and tomorrow I also have physiotherapy, which means I'm going to be doing a really hard upper body workout tomorrow. So if I trash my upper body like today, then I'm not going to be able to do tomorrow properly, and that's not a good thing, especially for my rehab. So yeah, that's why I focused mostly on my lower body today, and I only did a little bit of work for my upper body. But anyways, going on to the back squats again, I did 2 sets of 20 with 155 pounds, and I feel like I got a very good quad pump out of it. I got my hamstrings to reach my calves every single rep, but I don't think my hips reached parallel, I think. But it doesn't really matter because, well, I got the quad pump and it felt really good, so who cares? So after I finished up with the high rep squats, I drop set down from 155 to 135 and did 5 pause squats, just one set of that, to see how far my hips can go in the squat. And they can go pretty far, but my lower back does tend to round, so I didn't really, do very high reps with the pause squats or anything. I was just using it to mostly test the waters after finishing those 2 very hard sets of high rep squats. So after finishing up my lower body work, I went doing some ab work. And for my ab work, I did something called a knee raise to L sit. It's basically where you bring your knees up to your chest and you extend your legs. That's really about it. And then you just repeat that several times. So after finishing up the ab work, I went on to doing weighted pull-ups. So for the weighted pull-ups, I built up to 3 sets of 6 or 7 reps with 45 pounds attached to me. And it was pretty tough, but it felt pretty good. And after that, I went on to doing weighted hangs, and I built up to 1 or 2 sets of 135 pounds strapped onto me, just hanging on the bottom, just to give myself a stretch for my lats, and just to kind of decompress my lower back a little bit more. So that's basically what I did. It felt good, and I'll probably do it again for future workouts. So after finishing the weighted pull-ups and the weighted hangs, I went on to doing instability push-ups. So instability push-ups are basically where you put the band on the arms of your squat rack and you basically do push-ups off of that. So why am I doing that? Well, it's basically part of my shoulder rehab, just to get a little bit more stability in that shoulder joint and get the interior delts a little bit stronger. So after finishing up the instability push-ups, I wanted to do an isolation with very high rep, sets of 20, 30, 40, 50, just with conventional isolation work like lateral raises, rear delt flies, regular chest flies, bicep curls, tricep extensions, neck curls, all that stuff. The only few things that I need to keep in mind for that is that, well, for the neck curls, I need to improve my form a little bit and focus on crunching with my neck more than my abdominal region, because I did notice that, I was doing a little bit of a pullover whenever I tried doing the neck curls. Aside from that, when I was doing the chest flies, I was actually very surprised on how well I could do them, because regarding my shoulder, I was actually not able to do proper flies for a very long time since the beginning of my injury, which was 10 months ago almost. I'm not even sure exactly, 9 or 10 months ago. But yeah, to be able to actually do chest flies again means that, the rehab has worked and it's pretty much close to end phase, because right now, I don't think I have really anything else that I need work on in terms of my shoulder. Maybe just a little bit of protraction work just to get that movement back again. But aside from that, not really much else. So yeah, awesome stuff. So is there anything that I would change from this workout? Yeah, a lot for sure, because I paired up my heavy deadlifts and my heavy squats on the same day today, and that was not a good idea. That definitely put a little bit of stress on my lower back. Not a lot, but it's definitely there, and I need to be careful of that because I've had a lot of lower back strains, and I have had a tweaked back, a few months ago, so it's not really a good thing for me to try and pair the two together. But in this circumstance, I kind of had to, because tomorrow I want to focus more on, running and upper body work. And the day after, on Wednesday, up until the upcoming Sunday, I'm going to be stuck with bodyweight training and bands because I'm going to go on a small vacation. So I don't really have access to weights on those few days. But I'll still be recording videos for sure. But I'm going to be limited in what I can do. And yeah, that's really why I had to compress everything together today. To be honest, aside from that, there's not really much else I would change. Maybe I might introduce supersets where I'm pairing a compressive exercise like the deadlift or the squat with a decompressive exercise like the pull-up or a dip or a hamstring curl. That's actually something I got from Coach Lee Boyce, He was one of my professors back in school, and well, back in college. And he did write up something on T Nation regarding trying to pair, compressive exercises with decompressive exercises for those who have lower back strains a lot more often than others. So that's basically the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And tomorrow I'm going to try my best to record my training session at physiotherapy, because they're going to put me through an upper body workout, and it's going to be very tough, very brutal. But I'm not sure if I'm allowed to record because there's going to be other people there. But if not, then I'll just, do an extra upper body session when I come home, and I'll record that, and then, I'll show you guys some of the stuff that I'll be doing for tomorrow. Well, will be doing, that I did at physiotherapy, okay? Holy crap. Alright, so enjoy your day, guys. Take care, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.